Hey everyone, it's Mark here from ThoseGamingNerds.com. Blurry. Hey everyone, it's Mark here from ThoseGamingNerds.com, and this is the first episode of Ion Insider. And there's glamour glasses, so we'll take those off for this. I don't need them to see myself. And this is the Ion Insider, the first episode of it. For those of you who have seen my other videos, I started the Ion Insider with the Nerd Rage, and now I am the owner of Those Gaming Nerds, and it's awesome. Today I'm going to talk about a few things that have bothered me and some news. First off, Nintendo has reported for the first time ever annual losses. For the first, in the history of all of their gaming awesomeness, except for the past previous years, because let's face it, the Wii's not all that it's shaped up to be. But yeah, apparently they had a loss of $623 million in 9 months, up to December 31st. Now, for those who don't know, their fiscal year ends at March 31st, so they're saying they still claim that there will be more losses. Up to 837 million, which is not a small amount of change. That's big, and that's devastating for them. I don't know if the Wii U is going to be good enough. Oh, blurry. If the Wii U is going to be good enough to even make up for it. Honestly, I don't know. I think the Wii U is one of those too little, too late situations for them, and the 3DS definitely didn't launch the way they thought it was gonna. And the fact that they made 4 or 5 different DSs, DS, DSi, DSi XL, etc. Just they're hurting. I think third-party software would have definitely rectified the situation, and they could have made some good money. But once again, Nintendo likes their first-party stuff. They love their Mario, and they love their Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. So that sucks for Nintendo. It really does. And more bad news, but I find it good news, is Capcom announced for their Street Fighter Cross Tekken game that there's going to be Mega Man and Pac-Man and Toro, the Sony cat, exclusive for PlayStation 3 and the Vita. And a lot of people are very upset with the Mega Man choice. They picked the Mega Man from the cover art of the Nintendo game. Everyone's like, it looks fat, out of shape, and it's a guy holding a gun. I think it's hilarious. I think it's great, and I'm going to play as him. I'm picking the game up just on the Vita because I don't really care to buy it on the PlayStation 3. I don't know why. And I think that, Pac-Man, it's Pac-Man, I don't care. But Mega Man looks awesome. I don't care what anyone says. It's hilarious. I'm pretty sure he's going to be used mainly for trolling online in the game, and that's okay with me. Another thing, Toro, the Sony cat, which is another hilarious character to put in there, a tiny little cat. And that's really it. The Mega Man thing, I guess, is making a lot of people upset, and I think it's funny because it's Capcom. They're going to do what they want. There's going to be DLC characters anyways, and then we know down the road there's going to be Ultimate Street Fighter Cross Tekken anyways, so who cares? They're just going to keep releasing download content for all of their fighting games, so no one's even going to use Mega Man. It's Street Fighter Tekken. Everyone's going to be using Jin and Ryu and Ken. That's all anyone ever uses anyways. I mean, there's no Dan. That bothered me more than anything. No Dan. Dan's hilarious and one of the best Street Fighter characters ever. Oh, there's going to be a lot of comments about Dan now. Other than that, Capcom. Let's see, we talked about Capcom. Yes, it is distracting that there is an Xbox dashboard scrolling behind me, which is rare for me to be using an Xbox, but my PS3 is still incapacitated, so I've been using the Xbox more lately. Even though I'm just playing Star Wars a lot. And other news, there's not too much more. Just now we can just talk about stuff that's going to be going on with the site for Those Gaming Nerds, which is what I'm going to do in every video towards the end. We now have our streaming set up through twitch.tv. The link will be in the description, so you can, go follow that, and we're gonna be streaming almost nightly. For right now, I'm gonna be streaming League of Legends a lot, but when our lead editor Chris is around, we will be streaming a lot of 2v2 co-op and StarCraft, and just our quest to get to the Gold League, or Gold Division, I should say. We have our regular site, which the link, of course, is in here, and we will be doing a lot more reviews. We're bringing back a lot of new content, or not bringing back new content. We're creating new content and bringing back some older content that we used to do that we just kind of stopped. And that's hopefully going to entertain everybody and our readers. Also, if you want and you use N4G, feel free to send me a friend request on there. My username is IonVein, and if you ever need stuff approved, I will see what I can do. If it's, as long as it's properly submitted, I will approve it no matter what. I do approve a lot of articles. And that's really about it for news for the site. We're expanding. We're hopefully getting our media response from E3 soon, in the next week. And then we'll be ready to go for that. Tomorrow I will be going and getting a hands-on personal experience with the Vita, so there will be a video of that on here for everyone to look at and be amazed. Hopefully I'll get to play Gravity Rush, because that personally is my launch title that is just going to be my favorite, although Uncharted will be close in second. And I don't know really else what to say. We can talk about Insomniac. No more Resistance from Insomniac, which, kind of bothers me that they're not going to do it. 3 definitely didn't get the sales or respect that it deserved, and I think that it wasn't just improper marketing. I think that the timing was bad, and the whole sharpshooter bundle thing didn't really help it. And then the fact that it would have sold more, but they stopped when the Sony 3D TV came out. They were going to give you Resistance for free, and then they took that off, and instead they put Motorstorm Apocalypse, and then it didn't help that the TV is utter crap, and it's not good at all, because it's not even a TV, it's like a monitor, and it definitely doesn't have the right specs for it, because it does act up a lot. So I think the sales of that didn't help. And other than that, that's all the things that I think that could have really hurt Resistance 3, because it's a great game. I enjoyed it. I feel like a lot of people I know who played it also enjoyed it, but just the sales weren't there. And I think, but they said, that in their official statement, they felt that they did everything they could that they wanted to tell for the Resistance story, and they were going to let another company pick it up. But honestly, I think it was more or less with the sales. That's just me. I could be wrong. I don't work for Insomniac, so who knows. Another thing that we are trying to... Let's see, what else? Another thing we're trying to do is get an interview going with someone, which we can't announce because I don't want to jinx it and make it not happen, but it'll probably be one of the best interviews, one of the biggest interviews I've ever done. And I think that will be something a lot of people will enjoy to read or hear, depending on if they do want to hop on a podcast with us. And for news, that's it really for news. There's not much. I didn't really plan this out, because I don't plan these out, because I hate planning them. There's a lot of things right now that I want to talk about is just basically the Vita, and because that's something that really appeals to me. Another thing is the Resident Evil Revelations, and that's going to be, apparently, that's a game I want to play, even though I don't like the 3DS. I'm definitely going to try and play it, because Resident Evil, and that's a soft spot for me. Just like with 6, announcing 6, really, even though it's the draft getting the blowjob for the logo for the 6, yes, everyone knows that it is a draft getting a blowjob, and I will say blowjob. I just said it. And, that it's getting blown. If you don't believe me, just look at it. Just look at the logo, and then just imagine. And it's the Toys R Us mascot giraffe, just right there. And that's so wrong. Let's see, another thing. Oh, I'm going blurry again. Another thing that I want to talk about is The Darkness 2. I never finished the first one. I did a first impressions review on the site for the second one because I got to play it. And honestly, I'm now playing the first game and giving the game a chance. It's definitely a game that surprised me, and it now is on my top 5 list that I'm going to get for console anyways. Because I'm not going to get it on PC, even though I do play a lot of PC games. And that Xbox dashboard is distracting me. Damn it. Yeah. Oh man, I love doing videos. I'm really rusty, so I apologize because I haven't done these. I think it's been 10 months since I've done a YouTube video, so it's been quite a while. So that's really about it. I'm gonna try and do one of these at least once a week, and between that, we still have other videos that are gonna be produced and on our site from other members of our staff, as well as a few outsiders, and then hopefully, that'll be that, and everyone can enjoy and love all our videos, and we can get tons of, thumbs downs, because I get those whenever I mention PS3 and I don't mention the Xbox. So hopefully, as you can see right there, the Xbox, maybe some of you Xbox, I don't want to say fanboys, Xbox owners, can stop sending me hateful email about the Xbox. I apologize that a majority of my games are PS3, and I apologize that I play PC games too. And that my Xbox, I usually play just the exclusives, and that's it, even though they don't have many. So, yeah, those emails, not necessary. Not necessary. Especially the death threat that I got. I'll just talk about this really quick. So, I go check my email. I'm like, oh yeah, 5 emails. I got a few PR emails from other companies. And then I just see this, all it says is, I'm going to kill you. So I read it, and it's all in caps lock. So the person's definitely angry at me. Except for the first sentence. First sentence is not in cap locks. It's just like, hey Mark, I just wanted to let you know that, and then all of a sudden caps lock, I hate you. You talk about PS3 so much, and your site is just full of PS3 fanboys, and you guys are all gonna die and burn and go to hell, and I'm gonna skull fuck your mom. And I'm just like, why am I gonna die? Why are you gonna skull fuck my mom? So like and it just kept going on for at least 3 paragraphs where he was describing how much he hated me and how, he described in detail how I was gonna die. And I gotta give him credit. It was detailed with caps locks. Just kind of destroyed it because it was just so outlandish, and it gave me a headache. But then, the last thing, he said, at the bottom was I'm not gonna subscribe to your channel, and I don't care about your site. And I'm just like, so I just replied back, and I was like, I love my mom. I was like, why are you gonna skull fuck her? Honestly, that's violent and unnecessary, and really, it's just that just sounds really painful and just something you don't do to someone you don't know. And then I was like, do you kiss your mom with that mouth? And I was like, because that's just horrible. I was like, well, I know you're not going to reply to this email because you sent it a few hours ago and it's now after 10 o'clock and it's past your bedtime. I was like, if you ever send me an email like that again, I will make sure, and I will email your mom and make sure she never gives you milk and cookies before bed ever again. Not really an original funny thing for me, but I just tried to be all serious about it, and then I never got a response back. And that's just kind of ridiculous. So hopefully, you guys kind of just, our site isn't about just PS3. We do PC, we do review Xbox games, and it's not my fault there's more first party better games on PS3. But that's all for this episode. It's really short episode, cut and dry, trying to get back into the swing of things, like I said. So hopefully the next one will get better, and that's about it. If you guys ever have any questions, anything you ever want to email, feel free to just send them at questions@ThoseGamingNerds.com or mark@ThoseGamingNerds.com. Please like our Facebook page, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter. We're going to have some contests coming up soon, some really good ones, one involving Mass Effect 3, one involving a PC game where you might possibly be able to get your name, well, not possibly, you will get your name in the credits of the game. And also we will be doing some giveaways up towards, I want to say middle of April. We'll be doing some big ones, and then once we get our store and everything set up and all this other stuff, we're going to be doing some deals when you order games through us, because we're going to have all that set up. But other than that, thank you for watching. Sorry about my lack of animation and my lack of charisma, because it's 2:23 in the morning and I felt like doing this video. But that's it. So I'm going to put my glasses back on, and I have some writing and web design to do. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to do all that stuff I annoyed you with, talking about liking the page and this and that. If you don't, that's fine, but I would like it if you did. That's it. So I'm Mark from ThoseGamingNerds.com, and thank you, and go play some video games.